gimme. They should be gliding through this group stages into the playoffs, boys, unless the unthinkable happens and CycLone make a dent here. It's their map pick, it's Inferno. They'll be starting on the T side, and we'll get into it. I'm really interested to see what kind of playstyle is brought to the table.
This will be, and I say this with certainty, one of the games of all time.
It's undeniable.
All I'm going to say is Advent is like a mad scientist that you guys are all going to fall in love with by the end of this series when he outcalls Alexi B, and we're all sat here going, wow.
It all starts with this pistol, and it's a good flashbang. Given that much, that's an open B bomb site. They are launching themselves in towards CT spawn as well. Alexi B locked off in towards ruins. It's all fine. They were going to run through that smoke, thinking better of it, and the bomb should be planted here. This is going very well.
Oh, yeah, really know he's here. Nice evasive turning. And that's a good opening.
See, you love that.
Bunny hop round the corner.
You love that, don't you?
Never seen it before.
You're already kind of enamored by the whole thing, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of like that, to be honest with you.
It's not the default plan. That smoke's not going to go down where they wanted it. Does still cool. God, dear.
What?
So the round might be over. Jam Young would have to hit some crazy shots here. They're holding it, they're bodyguarding it, and there it is. NaVi with the retake. And the only frag is on to Alexi.
It was looking
But it was
so
a
good.
damn good kill, wasn't it?
Really cool kill. The bunny hop, 3 people in towards ruins, 360s going on as well. Opening frag and an open bomb side, but didn't pick up another kill after that. This is, I've never seen anything like it.
It's...
I think it's playing KZ.
It's very effective to pull the crosshair.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But at least the bomb was planted, boys. CycLone will have Galils pretty much across the board. It's Advent who will be operating with the Tech 9, focusing a bit more on the utility. And we'll see if NaVi can hold them at bay. Rifles on rifles here. And you can see CycLone approaching it in a default manner. Not too much pacing, as the CTs have full control of Banana right now. Nade down towards T steps from JL as he sets up Alexi B. This is where the first encounter should go down. And CycLone are ready to push the smoke.
Alexi right here, but Kaze is the one to win that fight out. And so now NaVi know about the extent of this force buy. They've seen Galils in play. But a 5v4 for CycLone. And they ease into this banana control, now looking for a bit of a say-so over in top mid. So just kind of going through the motions early on, looking to take banana and top of middle to really restrict the info that NaVi have.
Well, he's done a great job so far. A rotation from Ima towards B side of the map looks simple. Alone as Bit is dropped, and now full mid control is granted as they start to push in towards the arch side here. Simple will have to push the smoke and try and answer back. Great shots towards the arch side, gets the double kill, finds the bomb. Can't get the third here, but gives him a fighting chance on the retake.
Yeah, I mean, they're still not clear that the A site is open. And Mozzie is going to be the one to take that gamble. Now the bomb can go down. I think they must have just had a quick look at the names, JL and Ima, on that retake. Now they are low. Jam Young and Kaze very susceptible to these M4s and FAMAS. I say that as a Galil is found instead. JL makes his preference clear. Not an easy retake by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, they just need to not peek. You know, that's really all CycLone had to do here. NaVi were always going to give that a look in and like see if you're overextending, if they're kind of given a reason to go for it. And as you said, like with so many of them low, the guy peeking would have probably been Mosier. And so suddenly that could have been a way in for NaVi. When they don't give them that fight, it's not really worth NaVi hanging around for it.
Well, there we go. Pretty nice round
on the board early on.
Yeah, it's a great round to win. Only $1,400 for NaVi into the next round. They do save 2 rifles, however, in the hands of JL and Ima. But CycLone just going through the motions, as said, waiting for the initial aggression, getting some banana control, taking down Alexi B here, resetting the round, going full mid, and then wrapping around arch side. Simple managed to get a double kill here, but they managed to overcome his efforts and fight back towards the A side. The retake wasn't possible, and it will be CycLone here with a strong advantage as we head into round number 3. NaVi will force by in response 3 pistols to join their 2 saved rifles, and we'll see what JL and Ima can do as they head towards top of middle right now. Maybe a little bit of a run boost to try and peak second middle.
Yeah. And Jam Young flashed in towards the boiler side. He's going to be taking early space. It's good to have amps early. He's already managed to relay that information to his team. A current 3-2 division of NaVi's defense. But investing around those rifles, Hank, it does mean there's a lot of weight into this one for NaVi.
Oh, absolutely. And loss bonus will be a 1900 into the next round. So this is a hard reset on the CTs. On the CT side right now, we'll see if they can actually defend this B assault. Molotov's deployed. Mosier confirms the sandbags are clear. It's JL, bear in mind, with one of the rifles. Here's the Galil in hand, still has a smoke, which he's ready to deploy at the last possible moment here. Lexi B, flashbang towards first oranges, and it's continuing the defo here, removing vision from the defensive side. Mercury rotate, pick up the bomb, and a B execution is looking likely here. Falling back.
That's what NaVi is saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what NaVi is saying, but Ima holding mid.
He's going to have to do a hell of a lot, is Ima. Tucked in, they've seen him. They know he's here. He's a dead man. Nothing accomplished in the sight hold. It's now Bit has got to do this alone up on the balcony with the Deagle. But hang on. CycLone are going back up banana. 25 seconds
Beast
here.
alert.
Surely you're not wrapping B with this little time left.
Sure.
20 seconds on a B wrap. Is there even time for this? Oh, God. Well, this is some of the out-of-the-box thinking from Advent here. All the way through spawn.
Dude, 10 seconds.
Final 10 seconds on the push. If you even buy a bit of time here for NaVi, you're golden. And Lexi might be dead, but this Galil is still alive. And so the time will get the better of CycLone here. JL wins it to the clock and even gets away with one once the time is already done.
You were right about the mad scientist, but
Yeah, right?
what in God's...
What is he cooking? That is the question.
I don't know what that call was. You get a kill towards quad, you take down one of the rifles, you know there can only be one rifle remaining at this stage, and with 25 seconds you made the call for a B split, so 7 seconds, they haven't even touched a bomb site floor with 7 seconds remaining. That is a nightmare call from CycLone, and they could begin to spiral here. They will force buyback in response, but what a devastating call to make in round number 3. NaVi back on their feet, they can't believe their luck.
Yeah, I think that's what those smiles are about. It's like they'd almost visualized just Bit dying and us saving, and that was it. But perhaps just a classic case of overthinking in that one.
Overcooking the pooch.
Yeah, as the saying goes.
I think one of the things that's exciting about CycLone is, you know, when we look at like kind of teams from Asia that have risen up, I'm really thinking of the Mongols here. They've set a bit of a precedent of like EU-centric Counter-Strike, but I think under the leadership of someone as tenured as Advent, who's been around for, you know, like 10 years now, I think, he's kind of got his way of envisioning the game, right? And so I think it might be a bit more of like an atypical, you know, like Asian CS team. How it used to be. I like it.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of play styles will be brought to the table today. For now, 5 players making their way towards the arch side. Mercury's already got some space here with the Galil in hand. He'll call for his teammates to rotate over. Time is of the essence once again. 40 seconds. Immer waiting patiently on the corner of quad. Back out from Bit with the rifle in towards the pits. Should be first contact here. Good dink. And might want to fall back off it.
Or not. He actually goes forward and takes 2 down with the MP9. Mercury gets nothing done from his long space, but hold on. Jam Young and Kaze got something to say. If they can find Simple, or if he can find Simple. Kaze only 17 points of health. He's found the headshot necessary. Has he got the plant in him? That would do wonders for the cash. Gets it done. Securing, yeah. At least $800 per player. That's if he doesn't win it. He shouldn't be winning this. Admittedly, there is no HE. It's just going to be a gunfight. They're crab walking into him, and he's trapped on the side, caught by JL. And so NaVi will secure the third. And after winning the pistol, scoreline reads 3-1. It has been that little force by war and the fumble and that B-Rap that will continue to haunt CycLone. See this from Immer as well. Just like that, really takes the numbers out of the round. Simple getting himself a pair of frags as well before Kaze ran at him.
All right, well, it was a good second round for Spy. Could be in a bit of trouble here now, lads, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
3-1 down. Things starting to kind of simmer down as well. They'll be having a partial bye here in round number 5. It's Tech9's Deagles, and you can't imagine much action coming forth here.
Yeah, I want to see as well, you know, what Kaze can bring to the table. I've always been a fan of this guy. I actually have a bunch of Kaze stickers back from when he was in Flash. But, you know, when he kind of first came onto the scene, this guy was like a young star, right? Someone who had all this potential and could take hold of games single-handedly. But that was all the way back in 2017, right? And I think he was like 22, 23 when he like really exploded onto the scene. So I'm curious how he is now that he's approaching 30 years old.
Yeah, I hate to be there. So old. Be annoying, wouldn't it?
You're telling me.
But that's not bad. At least he got some territory on the map here. The Arch side with a minute remaining. It is going to be a 4-3 in favor of NaVi, however. Alexi B starting to encroach in that position as well from CT Spawn. A nice boost. NaVi not presenting any opportunities for a kill, though. However, Simple should be mowing them down. The M4 in hand, working in tandem with Bit in the pit. And just Mosier remaining, and as predicted, a pretty uneventful round there. 1 kill found for CycLone, and it will be the next gun round coming up next. 4-1 overall, opening game here at Group C. Any more information required, let me know, guys. Got tons of stats for you.
Tons of stats?
Yeah, whatever you need.
All right.
What's your favorite statistic?
What, in this game?
Just in general.
Just ever. What's your favorite statistic ever? If you had to really pick one.
Really had to. Really like
just kind of narrowing it down.
God,
yeah.
I've never really thought about it.
Yeah, go on.
You guys have favorite statistics?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I'm a big fan of utility damage, personally. That's my favorite.
Okay, so it is still like tangentially related, rather directly, actually, to Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah, you just talk in general.
Mine would be like, you know, like...
number of UK men.
Yeah, yeah. The number of blokes in pubs in Britain.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pubs
I think we have
down a tremendous rate in the UK right now. It's a real problem.
I know. I've been reading all the numbers on it, Henry.
Yeah, 30,000
to
pubs a year shut down in Britain right now, and it's a bit of an epidemic.
Everyone's starting to drink remotely. It's
yeah, exactly.
crazy. No one's drinking at work anymore.
Zoom meeting for the pint.
You're right, lads. Yeah, let's pop on the telly. I'm losing you, mate. Your mic's muted.
Zoom meetings don't really happen anymore, do they? Kind of died out. But we'll bring them back. Maybe one day.
We're bringing back the pub lunch.
Exactly. The digital pub lunch. Here we go. It's going to be the execution towards B. Underwhelming so far for CycLone, but maybe they can answer back here. Nice boost, though. Imma looking for the double kill. Can't quite connect. And the first fighting chance CycLone have had in some time. Retake certainly possible, as Imma and Simple already in towards the ruins. And they have got somewhat of an advantage here. We'll see the grenade bounced off the skybox here on towards the bomb site itself. Doesn't quite connect, but the flashbang might. Yes, very effective towards Advent. He will hold his nerve, though.
Yeah, it didn't quite have the sync with the push on that flash. So Advent, he's going to be hard cleared, though. It's up to Jamyoung and Kaze. They've got a good crossfire, and the time is on their side here. Need a defuse coming through. Simple to clear through Emo. That's a great find. Up into the 1v1. No real time for this. Simple in the clutch. Knows where Jamyoung is, but the time is on his side, and CycLone will leave with their second round.
Oh dear, oh dear. CycLone adding another one to their tally, 2 in total. It was a decent retake attempt there, but smoked off. Simple with no time, trying to spam the smoke, hoping to get lucky there, but decent trading potential here from the Chinese squad. The boost I thought was everything. Imma only managing to get one, though. Retake was a little bit delayed. Bomb was too far gone for Simple to work with here, even after finding the penultimate kill. Couldn't get the 5th, didn't trust in his ability to get the full defuse in, and we've got a Nova shotgun in the hands of the master here.
Yeah,
Seeing him more and more
you
often.
see him with the shotguns, especially here on Inferno, a hell of a lot, I feel like. Simple is a bit of a Nova at heart.
Can he deliver, though? The shotguns never seem to find a frag. They're always purchased, never seem to convert a kill, though.
Well, if there was ever a game where
Here we go.
check out what CycLone are about to do to enable this shotgun. They actually might not give him any room here.
Yeah, that mid-smoke's fading. He's losing that freedom to take the cursory glances into the boiler room. Pulls back into the site.
It just looks cool on the HUD. I like even seeing it. Oh,
pretty.
He's going over to B at the right time. It's Simple.
Dear.
Oh, he's changed his mind. It's going to take up long.
Whoa, they just lost an AK-47 to that JLD. Nice nade right on him. No Kevlar on Simple. And he's lost Bit as well. Could continue to get uncomfortable here for NaVi on the partial.
Yeah, and I hope that CycLone don't try and push any more than this, all right? They've got the site control, they got the bomb down, the 4v4.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go any further than this.
You would think so. CTs might as well hold on to the little they have as well. The AK-47 in the hands of JL with Kevlar. worth taking into that next round. They'll just leave LXCB, and he's actually doing a bit of damage there. Nice shot on towards Kaze, but that will be all the action
Simple
found.
saving the Nova. What's
that's
he going to do
that was my
with
next
this?
point. What are you going to do with that? Surely you're not going to be operating with it in the gun round. You throw it away.
I've
right?
seen him.
throw it away.
I've seen him play shotgun in an uncomfortable number of rifle rounds.
I think he's got a deagle as well.
Since the new look NaVi has become a thing.
Justification is going to be, well, I've got a deagle. I can get a Kevlar utility, and I'll use a shotgun. I'll make the shotgun work. Will he keep it? I think he might.
So that's 3 bodies dropped on NaVi's partial. He's going to keep the finances humble.
He's not buying another one, man. He's not buying another gun. It will still be the Nova Deagle combo for Simple. Stumble.
So sick. He actually sticking with his guns, quite literally, yeah. See if this works out for him. I don't like it at all.
No, but, dude, you're
more than willing to be proven wrong.
Yeah, you will be. You will be.
Want to see him deliver with this. Show it's a viable gun.
Yeah, with 5 helmets against him. Advent's taken some lick damage off the Molotov, though.
The Nova is like Baldur's Gate in Counter-Strike. You're just dice rolling every kill. Is that how you say its name? Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate.
I would thought Boulders, but maybe I don't know. Maybe Baldur's Gate.
No, I think it is Baldur's Gate. That sounds right. Baldur's Gate. And yeah, you know, you're just dice rolling on every shot. It's either going to be 109 in 1 or 30 in 12.
Yeah.
And there's really no in between.
My only experiences with the shotguns is just getting a dink and it's going, wow, that was close.
That must have been something. And then at the end of the round, it's like 29 damage. And you're like, well, you know, I mean.
Sounded good.
Max 7 was fashionable for a while. That's even dropped off as well. I barely see that. And here comes the retake of Banana. NaVi going to be flashing over, sending it to LXCB. Not with the shotgun, the M4, and using it to great effect here. Double kill found, making it a triple, as he pretty much confirms the round single-handedly here. The shotgun not required, as you see the final 2 players for 5yclone. Postured outside the B bomb side, JL making light work of the first, and it's an absolute fantastic finish there. As we go 5-3, we will see NaVi extend the lead here, and the money shattered for the Chinese squad. They only have $2,000 per player. Might as well use the shotgun now. Perfect.
Stumple's round is coming.
Stumple. I heard he said
Stumple Stiltskin.
Stumple Stiltskin.
Yeah, this looks way too easy for LXCB.
And I was empathizing for Mosier because, of course, he got hit by that drive-by flash deagle ones from sandbags in the previous. Again, he rounds half wall. Again, white screen. Whole team's dead this time. And it is going to probably leave a mark in terms of their willingness to test top Banana and to take that map control that's so compulsory if they want to have a well-developed T round. Yeah. You got a freestyle battle rap history, Harry?
Sorry, what? Was that a sentence?
A freestyle
rap battles of history.
Do you have a history of freestyle rap battles?
Do I have a history of it? No, well, a little.
You have?
Yeah, I used to like it. I used to find it kind of fun.
I used
just
to watch
things.
Epic rap battle of history.
Yeah, bro. That's what I thought you were referencing.
Sorry, yeah, no, that's what you're.
Yeah. No, I used to rap battle with Risk, actually.
Did you?
Yeah,
Top.
Neil's top. And let me tell you, he's got some bars, especially if you're doing it in Danish. He wins that by default.
He always wins in Danish, doesn't he? He'll always have that.
I'm like, yeah, claw, pull up in my car. You see the rhyme there? Pretty good. And there was some Danish in it, so if Risk is watching, that one was for you, bud.
He's definitely watching.
He's definitely watching.
He's a Counter-Strike aficionado. He'll be there day in, day out.
This could actually be the round for the shotgun. It's just pistols.
That is
There's no armor.
That is the headline.
This is the moment. The headline is Nova's out for Simple.
Okay, if he gets more than one, Henry, I want you to give it the beans. I want the full ravioli.
He's muting. He's getting ready. He's gearing himself up. Nah, fuck him up, Henry.
Oh, he's gonna need to get some kills here.
All right, Simple. What have you got for me? The Desert Eagle. Not the weapon we're looking for necessarily. We're looking to soar the skies with the Nova shotgun instead. Waiting patiently on the A-bomb site. It's Glocks, P250s, no Kevlar. Prime opportunity to farm some cash with the shotgun as they make their way through towards the arch side. It's open for now. In-game leader LXCB looking to plug the holes. And the first kill will come through here. Should be quite an easy one. I'm building this up with the shotgun, but it doesn't look like we'll see it be activated unless they are funneled round towards the arch. Kaze considering his options here. And a chance! Oh, the first connects. It's absolutely stunning from Simple. Looking for the second. Can he make even more cash here? It's just a single kill. They actually might end up losing the round. Maybe the shotgun was the catalyst to their defeat. 7 seconds remaining. Bomb will be planted. And my God, we might be onto something here. JL in a 1 versus 1.
Wait, what was the gun he was able to pick up?
To save the day, potentially.
And he's on for the ace. Retrieve the Nova as his sidearm. Mosier might be about to do it to him. It's just JL left to be. Can't pick an angle, and so JL will deny the ace clutch. The Nova nearly lets NaVi down, but in the end, it will be an Artis Vincia round.
So we won't be using the Nova again, I would imagine.
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong, actually.
Next round.
When there it is. He's done it.
Way.
He's
Bro,
done it.
Are you joking?
I told you, man. On Inferno, he's crazy. He's buying shotguns all the time. It's all gone to shit, man. It's all going wrong.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, but he was doing this even in Cologne, just buying the shotguns on Inferno.
It's not a good gun.
He's losing his mind. Simple's going insane.
It's a bad gun.
Simple, dude, you're 220k on the fantasy team, man. Like, come on, I'm going to just need you to use a fucking real gun for 5 rounds. You know, that's all we're asking.
Why would you do it? Like, I guess it's fine.
Psychological warfare.
Sure.
He's going to break CycLone's spirit if he gets another one with a rebought Nova shotgun.
Right. Here it is. The big Nova. Simple himself.
Like, it's entertaining, don't get me wrong. I'm really invested in the game now. It wasn't so much before, but this is actually getting me excited. We'll see what this will do for them. If they give this round up due to a simple shotgun whiff, who knows where it leads us to. But for now, he's on the front foot. He's ready to fight, challenging a long range. Shotgun in hand. It's a beautiful thing as they're trying to push him up in towards Banana. 2 CTs residing, lying in wait. Lexi B and JL. In terms of their utility, we still have the smoke, the HE, the flash. Double smoke, in fact. So if they drop on now, about the 45-second mark, which is likely about to happen, they can lock them out for the entirety of the round. If they smoke now, before they come through, that is.
Now being the operative word. Alexi's so stubborn. He wants to drop it at 30. Now they'll just go through the flames. Mercury doesn't take a lick of damage from that. He does eat the flash. Hidden on poolside. Good find. They've cleared out Alexi. JL got so much to deal with here, but he has taken the bomb carrier down. He will fall. Facilitates a plant.
Retake with the Nova now.
No problem.
Needed. The retake's not needed. The Nova never matters. And it's just Jam Young left. He's got no time to work with. So this round is NaVi's all damn day.
He's going to get an AK though, right? There it is.
Yeah, he'll trade out to the AK. Yeah.
That makes sense. That would be mad.
Now drop that AK over, Stumple.
Yeah. Alexi got you an AK.
Oh, he did it!
No.
That's my boy.
No.
That's my guy.
We've all had a laugh. I know it's been 3 weeks of Pro League, but come on now. Not 3 shotguns in a row. That's just not...
The lighters are out. He dropped it.
I can't
The planes are flying overhead. Stumple banners are out in the streets.
Fair enough. Like, this is amazing. Like, I respect the hell out of it.
Stumple.
I don't appreciate it, but I respect it.
You can feel the tension in the room. It's there.
But he also knows that they're probably eco. Like, he just wants to go get $900 and do as a kill.
It's perfect. Really. Now we just need to see a couple of kills with it.
Nice idea on the boost. Get your deagle up. Try and peek over that smoke, but nothing going to be working out for them. Yeah,
every time we come to it, man, it's so funny for me. Like, I don't know, just seeing Simple's little face cam down in the bottom. And, like, there he is, the GOAT, by the way, like, just running around with the Nova. Oh.
I mean, he's definitely... he's giving it the beans, just feels like the shotgun's all he needs. 7-3. Soon to be 8. CycLone tripping over their shoelaces after what was an impressive second round conversion.
Oh, this is... Oh,
yeah, I'd see that.
It's all good, man. The next time will be better, Simple. That's all you got to tell yourself. Oh, God. Oh, God. A couple of kills out of the Deegs.
It's fine. Bits in pit.
Bits in pit. And everything might just be under control with Alexi lending a helping hand. It's a done deal for NaVi.
He's picked up the shotgun. Okay, he's not.
Be cool, man.
He wouldn't buy it again, though, would he? He'd get the AWP now, maybe.
Nah. Get the Nova. It's only 1,000 and I think $50. Oh, he got the AWP. Which is kind of like a shotgun
in a way.
You squint.
Yeah. Next best thing, I suppose. 8-3, CycLone. Haven't got a whole lot done since the early stages of this first half. It's their pick. They currently are posting 3 rounds compared to NaVi's 8. We've got a few more rounds left to play. They've got an AWP themselves in the hands of Kaze and going for that mid-control, jumping in towards the underpass. As we'll see, Simple with the sniper rifle now in towards the apartments.
Yeah, but I'm worried, Henry. I'm worried his game's going to be all thrown off. You know, this isn't the kind of the weapon he's been warming up to in this series. This one requires a slightly different usage case.
Should have stuck to the strat book. Stay on the shotguns there. We'll see if he can make this one work.
Compromise buy for Simple.
Kaze's no slouch either. This is a pretty juicy head-to-head. Oh, and they might be. They could clash. Oh, don't block each other.
Yeah, it's awkward now.
I've seen this setup let teams down before, where you do just, you know, your AWPer kind of wants the fight. It's a good fight for the AWP, but the rifler gets blind, and so you get caught on each other. And so NaVi decide to dismember that little double setup in the apartments.
Well, they've got some nice banana control here. CycLone, that is. Mosier and Advent will remove vision with CT spawn as well. Suggest presence at the top of banana. The bomb is recovered and transitioned over towards banana as well. JL ready to get flashed in once again, though. We've seen plenty of this from NaVi to great effect. JL gets dinged, but not for too much damage there. And will just fall back here. 30 seconds. Smoke goes down, and Simple finds the opening frag. They can boost on new boxes. There's almost no way they actually breach the speed bomb side now. It's looking too good in terms of the time, the positioning, and the 5 and 4 to consider as well. But nice opening frag. Multiple required from JL now. Gets the first as he drops down, but presumably will be struck here as they swarm his position. And they've actually got a chance. 10 seconds on the plan, 3 on 3. CTs will go for it, but Simple is pretty far removed from the situation here.
Yeah, him has bailed him out once on this B site with that triple. Might have to do it again. This time he's got Bit alongside. 13 bullets in the mag for Bit, 3 to find. Advent the insurance policy over towards banana. It's not planted directly for him though, so it could get awkward if you lose Jam Young and Mercury. Time sensitive, very important. You find the frags now. That could be enough. I think that marks Simple's retreat. Bit looking to get out of there as well, but they want to take out all of those rifles, force those rebuys and miss out of the Simple AWP. And now he's all alone. Yeah, loses it all. A big one to post for CycLone.
Yeah, some ramifications there as well. NaVi, sure, they're up 8-4, but the money's not fantastic. They will have a buy, but there will be some concessions here. Simple will be dropped the AWP. But I was looking so good, as I was mentioning. NaVi had the prime setup there. If they could just kind of bait each other in a little bit more. The first player went down upon arrival and leaving JL kind of a bit of an island there. So now NaVi with a force buy, a saved rifle, and we'll see if they can make it work.
Do with this info what you will, but I'm just going to say it. Simple at an over for 4 rounds in a row. NaVi won every single one of them. He buys the AWP for the first time, and they insta-lose the round. So,
that's a good point.
You know, I'm just saying, that's maybe my favorite stat for today.
Simple spotting players towards the underpass. Retreats. More defensive setup here, leaving JL alone at the top of the banana. Behind the car, he's still got an incendiary and a flash, and they're going to try and get the AWP in that position, I would say. Try and set him up as the solo turret and tag out JL. That would be ideal.
JL might just hang around with these flashes. That actually lands for Simple. That hit. 50 damage done to Mercury, who's kind of been the guy to open up these rounds. He will still get flashed in to the top of banana. JL on the receiving end of that.
Alexi's called the bluff. Completely called the bluff. He actually was about to head Speedway, but turns around. And there's 2 more players here. Bit's going to drop a smoke to peek around. Imed close. This could go wrong for CycLone. Good molly. Imed close with that 5-7. It's a clean first, but into the site. We need another Bit. Misses his chance. Alexi B makes it interesting once again. A 2-on-2 emerges. Simple to rotate through Library's side.
Yeah, they're pulling Simple around the map here. He seems to be so far away in these crucial situations. Smoked off from Moto as well. Lexi B through the smoke. What the hell? How did Kaza get taken down there? It's down to Advent here in the 2 versus 1. He's got a strong position though. The bomb is ticking at some pace. No utility available, but a strong position towards this pit. CTs do not have a kit to speak of. It's down towards Banana and decent incendiary to flush him out. And it's a great shot from Advent. Making a double as he finds the 5th round for Cyclone. And they're starting to look decent here. The money is absolutely shattered for NaVi.
He loved that. Big smile on his face. He knows what it means as well. You got yourself a huge half here.
He was down like 0-8 until a couple of rounds ago. And there he puts up, what, 4 kills to walk it over the line for him. Starts to bring himself back up the board, but it's like it's the impact he finds for someone who was having such a quiet game, having to try and like lead the troops while he's struggling individually, and then he steps up and delivers in a 1v2 to now make this a really good first half, honestly. This is about to get tied up against the Pistols.
Yeah, this is pretty much full eco here. Simple, of course, with the Eagle Kevlar. It's a player of his caliber. You know he can have some sort of impact on this sort of round, similar to Hero M4, I suppose. But it's a 5-man execution. Not messing around here. Cyclone will be sending in the MAC-10 first. Pretty decent call. Maybe the perfect call, because there's only one CT residing here. That's Alexi B, who has nothing. No head anymore. Killed through the smoke, round over. There's a bit of gimme regardless, but that Desert Eagle will do nothing. And Simple will have to sit back once again as teammates allowed to probe and push through the smoke, see if they can find an exit kill or two. But there's Cyclone, who don't need to give anything away here. They don't have the hunt. They just need to stay alive and hold their crossfires.
I like how when Cyclone go for these B hits, they throw this variation of like the deep CT smoke. This is one that like you kind of see come and go into fashion in the meta. I think maybe more recently than not, it was like the old Furious squad that used to look to employ that fair deal. But it can be nice in terms of like cutting off some of these rotates, making life a little bit harder when that smoke fades. Like you actually take more room away as a result. So
yeah, you'll normally smoke in front of the bomb site itself as well, allow you to focusing.
Yeah, you kind of do them both, right?
Right,
yeah.
So allowing the MAC-10s to especially leap in towards CT spawn, get deep in ruin to make things very uncomfortable for the remaining CTs on the bomb site. But you're dead on here. Cyclone have got a very good half. Now, coming into this series, no one's having the conversation, what if NaVi lose? It's just not on the tip of anyone's tongue. But 7 halves in the T side of Inferno, your pick, they could be taking a map in this series. It's actually not looking too bad. Well recovered.
Yeah, but where Simple's been smart here, right, is if, you know, at the end of this first half, he goes, man, like, I played Nova most of the game. Like, of course they got
If you're
some
winning,
rounds.
I don't mind it, but
well, they are winning. So,
sure, that's fair. Maybe I'll retract it. I'll let it slide.
Here comes the night, right?
Fine. It's totally good.
That's why he forced port in the last, is because he knew he had the Nova for the last round of the half.
I guess you're right. It all adds up.
It all was calculated, as he's got apps on lock.
Here we go.
Not the range you'd be hoping for, but it's enough to call the lurk smoke a bit of a fake.
He's got to go for a wild maneuver like this.
Oh, but this is perfect. This is what this gun's made for. And he just heard them drop out of the apartments as well, so he knows he's actually got a bit of room here. Gonna have the drop on Mercury in mid. This is a good fight for Simple, honestly.
I'm a bit nervous.
I'm nervous too. It's kind of cool. You don't normally get to feel this way. Simple, what can you do?
The first real chance to show us what the Nova's made of.
Oh, there's one.
Kill.
There's one. Any more from Simple? The Undertaker. Quite the task to be undertook. One from the Nova so far. Bit holds down the long side, but can't get away with more than one. They've still got Simple roaming around. Nova in the sight, tucked in up close. They're actually going to go into his domain and clear out the apartments now. 30 seconds as Mosier makes a bit of noise over towards B, but it really is just a bit. One drop.
Here we go. Test it again.
This is it. This is the big Simple moment. It has to be. This is where the Nova has to deliver.
He just needs one of these kills.
Or both.
Both would be great, but it's in terms of the time and denying the plan, one would do.
One would be enough.
It's
and there's the one! And there's the one! Any more from Simple's Nova? There's the one! There's the one that really matters! And then he adds another to it as well! Simple with the Nova lets them have it! And that's NaVi up on a 9 with Simple flying a Nova flag at halftime. remains supreme. He's got a chance in this one. Simple! Makes it look too clean.
We're back in business, and so is the Nova shotgun, ending with a spectacular shotgun extravaganza from the GOAT, getting himself up to 9. NaVi, they got themselves the lead on the half.
I hate that it worked in such an effective manner in the last round, but also love it at the same time. And it's going to be 9 rounds for NaVi as they switch over to their T-side campaign here. 7 guns for 5yclone as they bring out the dual leads for Mercury and Kaze. An important pistol here for the Chinese squad. It's AlexiV to show some presence towards B. And in terms of the setup here, it's actually 3 defending CTs on that side of the map. Otherwise, NaVi progressing up second middle, waiting for aggression and holding on to their 2 smokes, a Molotov, and no upgraded pistols here.
God, though, it's been a while since you've seen so many Novas in pro play. But in spite of that, I think NaVi have still done well to pick up 9 rounds. Bit going to start to roam over towards the apartments. The rest of NaVi here. No one at Banana. And so this 3-man stack that 5yclone have, never going to find the action. Mercury got to do something with the dualies. And it's a lot of damage, but not a kill found in defensive A. So we're left into the retake now, 3v5, and Alexi can hear this. He's holding for it. And he even thins the herd as they make their way out in the top mid. So a bit of a rough one here for 5yclone.
That 1 kill from AlexiV pretty much guarantees the round here. No kit available. 4 versus 2. Simple yet effective from NaVi. A smoke down towards Arch, 1 towards Moto. Flashes over the top and trade out the kills. Not much of a pushback from 5yclone. Just Mosier, the last player remaining, I'm afraid, as NaVi will confirm double digits, and he'll have to save the USP armor, suggesting he'll be forced by in the second, get a helmet at least. But it all started here. Pretty comprehensive kill from Bits. Managed to get a double, and then the bomb was planted. Job done. 4 players survive, and we'll see the force buy from the CTs here as NaVi get closer to closing the map out.
Got a question in from the mailbag.
Go on then.
A young man by the name of Chad Birchall says, what is the difference between a cyclone and a twister? And how does that compare to a hurricane? Now I have our weather expert here.
Cyclone. Okay, so one of the teams called is Cyclone. That's why he's asked. That makes sense.
Right.
So not 5yclone, it's Cyclone.
So like a cyclone.
So
with
the
a
difference
C.
between a twister and a cyclone. That's a good question, Chad.
A twister, I would imagine, is more compact. It's more condensed into a tight sort of shaft.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's and a hurricane would kind of take a more landmass and be circling around a town, perhaps. Like a twister would be like kind of moving through with like 10 meters of radius, perhaps.
I thought it was maybe to do with like where in the world it's happened.
Really?
You know?
Geographically? You think that's what...
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
So cyclones are also known as hurricanes and tornadoes in the US.
Okay.
However, they're known as typhoons.
There we go. This is what I was thinking.
But
this
China
wasn't
and
the
Japan.
question. There you go.
They're called typhoons.
I see.
But a cyclone is a massive and destructive storm, whereas a tornado is a twisted vortex, you could say, kind of like a shaft.
Yes.
Of air.
Pretty much exactly the same thing, I would say.
Yeah, a vortex of high-speed wind.
Shaft.
Same thing.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Who was that said in the question, sorry?
That was a young man by the name of Chad.
Chad Burchill.
Mm-hmm.
What a guy.
Hope you're enjoying the show, Mr. Burchill. Thank you for watching.
First day of Group C is upon us. Opening game will be NaVi versus Cyclone. You're just in time. First map here. Cyclone are keeping it tight. Unable to win the pistol in the second.
Like a cyclone.
Exactly. Opening
Like a
frag.
tight shaft almost.
Of air.
Of air.
And it is going to be that force buy as mentioned. We have got a 4-on-4 in our hands here, but 20 seconds remaining, boys.
Oh, and we know how playing it into the extremities of this clock can go. We've already seen Cyclone lose a handful of rounds to the time alone. Whoa, one man down in the pit. Kaze could win this with 1 kill onto the right man. Gets Alexi, but he can't quite find
It's done. It's done.
No! But he can't get away in time. And so JL saves it. He knows he's been a naughty man.
Okay.
Oh, that's a stingaroo, isn't it?
Yeah, he did so well from the pit there. Hit the shots required and just needed to run away if possible from the lively position. Unable to happen. And it comes down to that final frag with JL confirming the kill. And beautiful shot, to be fair. If he misses it, the round is in favor of Cyclone. Otherwise, they're full eco. And the latter is the story that comes true here. So PT50s, USPs, 11-6. NaVi with an open round.
They really ran that clock down. JL bails them out. This one should just be a nice leisurely stroll to 12. Even Alexi B and Emir opting for the Mac 10s as well, just to farm up a little bit of extra on the kill reward. You also get that information with a bit more freedom in your movements. You can fly around those corners. First flash thrown out. No smoke available to the CT, so they just have to kind of grit and bear it. This is the flash. This is the play they've been looking to set up. It's Advent, waiting for the call. That's the friction they were anticipating. There's the flashbang and nothing out of the back of it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of props to JL, if anything there. He kind of realized he was being baited in for something. You know, it felt a little weird as to how deep they let him get before there was much contact. So looked like he kind of pieced together that flash from CT was coming, knowing that Cyclone are on a low buy.
Yeah, Bit's got Jam Young trapped as well, so not going to be able to get too much done. Kaze down. Jam Young next victim. And all onto that Mosier at the back of the site. 12 in the bag. NaVi 4 away.
Yes. Well, this is the do-or-die moment, at least on Inferno for Cyclone. Indicative as to where we're going. Will they put up much more of a fight? It's their map pick. We'll see if their CT side has got anything left. As they're just a few rounds away from giving this over to NaVi, who have been in cruise control. I think it's fair to say. Hasn't been many tense moments here, but Cyclone have had their rounds. They had the AWP in the hands of Kaze. Didn't force buy in the second to allow him to bring out the sniper. Problem is, they are lacking helmets pretty much across the board. And Lexi B, one of those in-game leaders that reads that situation very well. He'll be operating with the Mac 10, hoping to breach these key choke points, such as top banana. He's there with the flashbang to T-steps right now, and they're very effective. You can see Advent dealing with them right now as Simple progresses up the banana. Speculative spam doesn't quite connect. anything but takes a few bullets himself. And as those smokes dissipate, NaVi should take full control here, pushing back Vision towards top and middle as well.
Simple is orbed out by Kaze, and so that's kind of shut down this attempt at taking Banana. NaVi will get some of this real estate over towards the half wall. And they might just peel back and leave Bit to lurk in the apartments. He's very comfortable here. So they're going to leave him to keep a bit of pressure applied over at A. Just keep numbers on this side of the map if he can. NaVi have still got options in this round with 40 seconds left. They're only just starting to hit that point where they've got to make their minds up. And so they're going to look to get back out in towards A.
Yeah, walking on into that Kaze AWP. He's already taken down Simple, and he acts, or rather adds, a second to the tally. Imed gone, 25 and counting. NaVi have had the wind knocked out of them. They are going to have to go for a rather limp final flourish. Up short, out apps off the flash. Kaze, one more and the job's a good and lovely work from Kaze on the AWP. It's all four so far. Give him the ace. He can't quite find Alexi. As Alexi B goes down to Mosier and 5yclone, they give a little bit of a fight. 15 frags from Kaze total, but 4 stunning to get themselves on the board on the CT side.
Well, there we go. NaVi might have to wake up in the second half here. Very convincing round from Kaze. 4 kills in total, holding the defensive lines as you might expect. Nothing too flashy, but gets the job done. Very effective. Just missing out on the ace as well. Nice little vault up on the bomb side boxes there. Unable to finish the job, but his teammates did. It's the first round outpost in his second half. And Blade has pulled out the strap book here. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve. Bear in mind, there's a bit of a bonus before the save Mac 10, so we'll see what they can muster together here in round number 20. The scoreline's 12-7. It's the first map of this best of 3 and the upper bracket for now. NaVi considered to be hot favorites in this group, almost guaranteed the playoffs with the run they have in front of them, but who knows? It's ESL Pro League, anything can happen.
Yeah, if I had to take a guess at what Blade was saying as well, probably asking Simple, do you have enough for a Nova? Do you have a plan for the Nova?
It would be an audacious move to bring out the T side Nova shotgun as well.
Oh, the Scout works too, I guess.
Scout's in the same conversation, I suppose. We'll see what he can do with it. The interesting guns being brought out time and time again for Simple. 12-7, we'll see if they can bounce back. 3 AKs, some utility, and a deagle for Imma as they try and bounce back here. It's going to be Kaze with a bit of open runway with the AWP in hand. He's going towards the apartment. 2-man setup we saw from NaVi. A little bit more aggressive though. Last at the bottom of the steps, good flashbang. And now Bits with a bit of intel. Oh, this looks like a guaranteed kill for Kaze here.
Yeah, nice little bit of sound bait. Bit doesn't bite. Very forward, 3-man, really, towards the apartment side. And Bit, he's staying very well restrained. That's his teammates work up towards the banana. Imed joining the majority of the pack now. Now they're throwing the retake molly. No smoke on the half wall, so that's only going to be a couple more seconds before they have access again. Nade for those waiting. But with full banana control, they might just want to rip it and go. A very deep smoke. Alexi sandwiched between the two of them, jumping into Mosier, and a no-scope to trade it out. Nice work from the Simple Scout.
Through the gap, through the smoke, and with 40 seconds remaining, they don't have to commit. They've drug every single CT over, and for now, just Kaze, top of mid. I say just. He managed to get 4 kills in the previous round. He's got a prime spot to find a couple more here. They would have to connect every single bullet. Mercury will rotate in towards the library, and they've slowed things right down on the NaVi side, so the opportunity to pounce is simmering down as the smoke is directly placed in the apartment as well.
That's crazy. They were all going to join up with Bit because he's had apartments this whole round. The one place they haven't had anything is middle. And so going back to mid as a result of this smoke is so far from ideal for NaVi. Mercury with 1. Simple Scout. Well, JL's now is going to find him.
5, 4.
Kaze hits 1 on the flick. That plant's coming in, so they will manage to get the bomb planted. Will NaVi. Simple and JL left up against it in the 2v3. Simple goes back, hoping to clear out the back lines. Advent is coming in through the apartments, and Simple should have this one dead to rights. He's waiting for exactly this fight, and Advent's going to give it to him. Jam Young now dead, and Kaze left in this 1v2. He can't attempt this. He's got to save, and so it's NaVi winning out that 2-on-3. flipping that round on its head, and it all starts with a little bit of fancy work from Simple and JL.
Yeah, really enjoyed that puzzle solving there from Simple, knowing he was in a compromised position, needed to find safety somewhere, vaulting up through the smoke, reading the play that the flank would be coming from the apartments, hitting a great shot. Same story for JL towards the quad side as well. Job done and force by successful. 13-7 as the money is under scrutiny once again for 5yclone. Lovely no scope as well from Simple to open things up. And like I said, the presence of mind to see Advent coming, just beautifully positioned, beautifully timed, and that should be enough to pick this map up, if you ask me. They are going to have a Kazayob going forward, pistols otherwise, and this round might decide the outcome of Inferno. Bits this time with the MAC-10.
Yeah. It's that Kazayob really to be moved around, boosted up, and doesn't quite connect this time onto that opening. So Lexi B that was just hanging out by the logs. Kaze whistles one past the ear.
See, in this kind of like 4-1 split we got going for 5yclone, they're really hoping that NaVi just kind of bring the fight to them. They're not doing anything to really try and misdirect this, to try and force NaVi into the A play.
They left at least utility for Advent. They gave him a few smokes outside of the map so he can at least suggest his presence there. But yeah, you're right. It's just hoping they walk into the stack right now. It's a nice position from Mosier. Can he convert though? Looks like the peak and the crosshair placement is ideal. The follow-up conversion, not so much. That might be the catalyst now to another round going in favor of NaVi. They start to breach the bomb site, finding each kill required. And bear in mind, Kaze's still here with the AWP, but everyone's going down around him. No real damage done. And poor old Advent on the other side of the map will just be waiting for his logical conclusion. JL to finish things off. Nice shot. Very clean round from NaVi. And back in cruise control, it seems. Is now in touching distance of the first map. One round to go till map point. It was the eco before for 5yclone with a safe orb. Didn't really work out for them. Going to be more of the same here. But there will be compromises being made. It's been Kaze with the AWP again. Advent with the FAMAS. And a pretty decent buy, all things considered. But it will have to be a much better round if they're going to stand a chance on the CT side.
I kind of hope we get to see them try, you know, dictate some of these early fights a little bit more, but I think that's kind of a losing battle for that dream. You know, with NaVi sporting this lead, I think that only makes you want to turtle up more if you're 5yclone here. But I think NaVi have had quite the springboard to open up these rounds, right? Usually, having to just go through the motions. There's something for Kaze as Ema falls on the opening. So honestly, this is quite nice now. 5v4, don't do anything crazy. Like push down banana and spam the smoke, don't have to do that. And so Advent won't, he'll leave.
Yeah, once again they're alone, but FAMAS just trying to suggest players are there. A boost behind the smoke doesn't give them anything, and just going to be jump spotted. I think he might be plucked out the air. Simple gives it a good go. Up to 23 kills.
Oh, you don't have to go back. This is so crazy for Advent, and they know he's close. He's going to try to get out of there, and he will. He just gets away.
Well, I mean, it's all worked out nicely for Advent. He's been able to get some info. Panicked smoke. That's not the EU gap we typically see. A calculated little gap for Tootsies. Kaze's got that flash pinned, ready and waiting for the call from the site players. Full commit here from NaVi. In a man disadvantage, JL, the sharp object that spears into the site for one. Mosier double on the defense of the B. Site jiggled out on the reload. Simple collects. And can they disrupt the plant? It would have to be a perfect place. Bullet from Kaze on the wall back. Doesn't connect. Bit gets it down into a 2 versus 3. And Simple, as soon as that CT smoke fades, can have a field day. Farming up on that AWP. Bit's responsibility is clear. Got to worry about ruins.
CT's going to have to swing right here, right now. First kill goes in their favor. It has to be a Simple classic to save the day at this point. Every shot has to connect. The first is fantastic, but the follow-up not as impressive. It's going to be CycLone picking up their second round on the CT side now, 14-8, and they'll manage to recover the AWP and an AK-47 as well. As a must-win round to say the very least here for the Chinese squad. They get the job done and avoid a simple clutch here. Kaze with some nice shots here towards the boiler room as well. He's had impressive performances here on Inferno so far, but could it be too little, too late? Time will tell. The retake was good, but they'll need a lot more. That came from as NaVi still have a full buy going into round number 23. No tactical timeouts called just yet.
And how do they get it? How does our ops team proc the quote-unquote really rare Easter egg?
How rare is it?
I've never seen it when I'm playing in-game, but these guys seem to have it every single time. I don't know, are they hacking the mainframe, or is this just sheer luck?
Yeah, I've always wondered the same thing. Not enough to kind of ask, I suppose, but it's definitely a good point.
Oh, dear! The push in the apartments. Bit nearly punishes them for 2. That's not the start that CycLone wanted. That's them trying to have a bit more say about these early rounds, about how that pans out. And the deep fight in the apartments is won by NaVi. A 5v4 now over on the T side. They can really slow this down if they want. CycLone are the ones feeling all the pressure.
They still have 4 smokes on the CT side, though. Not all is lost. They have 3 players towards top and middle. Exchanging that utility now. Will they sacrifice mid-control? I think they might have to. Mercury will hold the quad position for now, looking for a gap if possible, trying to create one. Kaze will be given the responsibility of the arch side. 55 seconds remaining. If they go back towards B, the bomb side's pretty much open. Setting up more defensively now. Enabling those crossfires from the bomb site itself in the pits, the latter of which is covered by the AWP of Kaze. Leading the charge, 17 kills to his name.
Oh no.
And Mosey's rotated off, not feeling like it might be the A finish, but 20 seconds remaining. Alexi B calls for the commitment here, and it's 5 NaVi players that commit their assault towards the A site. Great opening kill.
Great one back. Mosier. Drive-by, out of the library. They just need to delay now with only 10 seconds left. And Mosier finding another on the MP9. There should be no way. He's got no bullets. Takes down the bomb carrier. He's done enough. Mosier's heroics on the USP. And it's NaVi that can't seem to get the bomb down in time.
Good Lord. Right down to the wire once again. The MP9 had to find multiple kills and stay alive for an extra 3 seconds on top of that. All of those variables came to fruition, and CycLone post yet another round here. It's scrappy, and they end up with a 2-on-1 disadvantage, but they win the round. It's Mosier that saves the day, threading the needle with the MP9. Didn't let go of W as he denied the plant, denied the frags, and made things very uncomfortable for the likes of JL there. 14-9, and NaVi still will have cash to buy, but compromise as they fully invest with 2 pistols and a couple of saved rifles, of course, in the previous round, but those players didn't get any extra cash. The bomb was not planted. It's Bits who's left to invest with 1,700, so maybe Deagle armor for him as well, but very worthwhile timeout for sure. Blade looking for the knockout blow if possible. Try and find round number 15 on the board, but this will be very difficult for him. Might need the set piece, and Apartment's pop will be execution. Something of that ilk as we see round number 24 come against us. CycLone low on the resources as well. Huge swing round here, and might change the landscape of this first map if CycLone can pick it up.
Kaze is armorless behind his AWP.
True.
That might force him to be a little more cautious in how he takes these early round fights. He's a little bit more vulnerable to the util. Nades exchanged in at Banana. JL burned down to half by him. Simple going back to grab all the util. They want to try and take this Banana control early, leaving Ema and Bit to hold down the apartments. Mercury just went back to spawn, but he only returned with the flashes. There's still a smoke dropped there for CycLone. Ooh, flash in the top mid, and that's Kaze sent packing off the angle. So already this is good for NaVi, right? They've kind of restricted the flow of the info over in top mid by forcing CycLone to play back inside of the site. So right now, CycLone don't know what's happening in mid. They don't really know what's happening over at Banana. In terms of, positionally, this is good for NaVi. They're certainly applying pressure.
Yeah, well, the clock will start to apply pressure to NaVi if they're not careful. We saw what just happened in the previous. Kaze, warping pit. Unorthodox, but it works wonderfully to find him at. And he evades all those stagnates. Double molly, double HG. He's still kicking. Oh, the spread. He goes down. His teammates, though, they'll take the round. Just like that, NaVi disintegrate. And that's his now 10. CycLone getting a real game out of them.
And it should be the eco coming up next as well. If they kill JL after time as well, he wants to die here. As counterintuitive that might sound, he wants to go down just so he gets the cash going forward, which he will get. Adven will find that final frag, but it's double digits here for CycLone. $2,400 per NaVi player suggests more the same, pretty much a full eco. A slight investment can be brought forward with the PT50s, but that scrappy execution, no plant being found, no real kills picked up. NaVi might be tested here. Simple. Just wants to get it over and done with. It felt like it was a done deal in that first half, but things getting a bit more complicated here. Should still be fine, but say that with bated breath because they are operating with, as I mentioned, just upgraded pistols, no Kevlar, no nades, pretty much an eco as they send Alexi B quickly towards the top of middle.
Yeah, weirdly, I think this could actually be a pretty scary round to deal with if you're CycLone. You've had a relatively slow NaVi across these last few rounds, right? Trying to play it into the extremities of the timer. You've been able to win rounds just by getting kills in the right places. In this one, it's going to be a bit more grouped, a bit more floody from NaVi. And they didn't really flood out mid here. They've kind of given over 2 one-on-ones to Mercury over at long.
Yeah, I was just trying to theory craft what Alexi was doing there, and I think the idea being when you've got such a limited equipment list, you try and use your body to find space. He thought maybe, just maybe, no one's actively holding off of the rip, and my team can profit from that space. With no nades to do it. Alexi threw his body on the line, but does go down, and a nice hold. Converting the anti-eco cleanly, that's important. We've got just a 3-round game now here. CycLone keeping it competitive. NaVi, they definitely have been cruise control, I would say. You know, they kind of just been like looking to putt it.
They haven't had the usual intensity we would see from an opening game at a big tournament. They definitely had just been not phoning it in, but just going through the motions, running the defaults, not necessarily giving it everything they've got. But now Blade is realizing this one could slip away. Probably will want to tighten things up, and we'll see what they can do in round number 26 here. CycLone starting to show some promise, and we've got M80 taking on Apex on the other stream. What's the score right there?
It's 14-14.
Okay. It's also in Group C, of course. Opening game the other side of the bracket, and right down to the wire. Similar scenes as they are playing Inferno as well.
Kills?
Wait, they just want a full eco with a knife kill in there. No. Is that what happened?
Well, that's why we heard them pop off, or did not kill? Yeah.
No, they actually won that.
With a team kill in there at the end as well. That's kind of nuts. All right. Things heating up on the B stream, as we'll see.
I can't believe they're having wild rounds like that, and we're about to have CycLone beat NaVi over here on the A stream. JL dead on the top banana push. And so once more, it starts off early with an advantage to CycLone.
You're right. Bombs down in T-spawn. Down a man. JL removed early on. They didn't recover the AK, so still with the FAMAS in hand. Alexi B, it's simple. Will gain control of the rifle at least as they continue the probe towards the banana side of the map. Simple to flash around and try and avert the gaze of Kaze, who holds his ground for now. Speaking of which, Imma has found space towards top of middle. Mosey should find him right here. Great shot, and that could be the round in itself. 5 on 3. If Kaze just gets one and can stay alive, the round should be done. He gets dropped. Alexi B will commit in towards the B side. Will they flush out Advent? Apparently they will.
Okay, the bomb is still at T-ramp, so hopefully that doesn't prove to be an issue.
Certainly could with Jamyoung.
Oh, he can't win that fight. And now Mosey is going back. That's going to free up Bit to go grab the bomb. That is going to hurt for CycLone. They'll never know how close they were to winning this round.
They'll never know. You're right, Harry. That is a brutal one. It felt like we might have seen 12 there. Could have seen more. The frags on B, leading Jamyoung to leave, but takes the fight with the lurk, and yeah. It's going to be 15 for NaVi off the back of that timeout. And a 4v5 as well. You know, we saw that opening frag. Advent taking down JL early.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad to say it because I really like him as an IGL, but I think Advent kind of messed up a little bit there. Like, you know, he's trying to smoke him off in at the top of Banana. But at that point, like when Alexi gets the opener to find a 3-on-3 and you hear him, you know, pushing the issue at Banana, the smoke isn't going to stop them. It felt like all it kind of did was give up his position at Oranges. It's a very obvious lineup. Right, and you could see, like, coming from? I have no idea. You could see Alexi like homed in on his position, right? Like the moment that util came out. And considering you were in a spot where like a 1 and done would have been perfect, man. A one and done, that would have teed them up for something.
And it comes down to those key jewels, and Kaze getting nothing there. Beautiful shot from the in-game leader. Pretty much wins out the round single-handedly. 15-11 here. Been a much better game than we expected, and had some more interesting storylines, I suppose. But another tactical timeout this time. We've had plenty of these today. If you're just joining us, the first map here of Group C, chosen by 5yclone. They're currently 15-11 down. The Chinese squad have made a decent dent here. Double digits against NaVi. It's nothing to be sneezed at, to be honest with you. And they might be able to take us to overtime. They pose 4 in a row here. NaVi in the second half have been somewhat struggling. They haven't run away with it. It's taken some great individual performances. They gave up a string of 4 rounds in a row until breaking the streak here in the previous, number 26. So looking to close things out now. This is a CT timeout as we have the AWP once again. And it's Mosier with 24 kills. Just beneath Simple at 25.
Yeah, so you can see there the update for that B stream running simultaneously to this one. You've got the North American hopefuls up against Apex, and it looks like it's going the distance. A double out of Swisher could force OT. You can catch all of that action over at esl.gg/TwitchB.
Well, this is where 5yclone have got to screw it all back on and cook up 4 more rounds in a row if they want to force overtime here. Versus a NaVi that have once again tasted some blood after their 4-round hiatus.
All right then. A boost. And towards top of middle, looking over the smoke. It's actually timed quite well, but doesn't have quite vision of Imma towards the top. Bomb down at T-steps once again as they continue to probe up towards the top of Banana, and a little boost towards new boxes here as well. We saw it from NaVi in the first half. Didn't really work out too well for them. Well, they find more success on the 5yclone side. Need a bit of information, that's for sure. Mercury hunting for it. Takes a little peek down towards middle. Didn't spot much, but doesn't suggest it's clear because it could be towards second or indeed boiler. And with 50 seconds remaining now, NaVi will still have the majority of their smokes. 3 of them, to be exact. And they just commit towards A. Smoke off towards Moto in front of the pit. And commit with the wrap, as we've seen so many times before.
This is great space for NaVi to have. This is very, very scary for 5yclone, who are full reactive to this. You were just kind of hoping that your pit players are able to multi-kill and keep this favorable for 5yclone in the retake, because that's what it's going to come down to here. Mercury and Jamyang have got to do a hell of a lot. And it's Mercury first point of contact down in mini pit, only the 1 and done. Jamyang not able to find a thing, but that bomb did get away from NaVi. Not a chance to catch it as it crosses back into the site, and NaVi now have the plant in the 3v2. For Kaze and Mosier, they've got to attempt this, and it's got to be a damn near flawless retake.
Yeah, already not going to be connecting with that flashbang. Alexi B, the insurance policy graveyard, will poke his head out when contact felt by his teammates. Pit set up for success. The wallbangs from Kaze do connect eventually. Legs bit twice again. 2 of them connect, but there's NaVi closing it out. Inferno is theirs. A valiant attempt from 5yclone, recovering the half with a couple of, 4 consecutive CT rounds. Closes that scoreline down after the 9-6 half. Simple at the top of the tables though, even though it's rocking and a rolling with the shotgun. 25 frags.